Let me start off by saying today was a somewhat successful day. Kind of started okay because I just had 9 hours of sleep instead of 10. Very crunchy, very unusual of me. Yeah, I watched like online lesson 2 hours. Fucking Boomer talked to me for 2 hours. I never ever wanted to do a vlog again, like put a finishing stop to the series, but actually vlogging, I hate to admit it, but it makes fun. Yeah. So that was bad. Then I got kind of angry because like it's 10 a.m. I watched 2 hours of online lessons. 2 hours this Boomer talks to me. Already 4 hours passed. You know, it's 2 p.m. at this point. I get kind of mad and I say, "Fuck it, man. I want to have my favorite dish. I'm in the first world country. Why shouldn't I use like the luxuries? Why shouldn't I access those luxuries if I can?" And that's what I did. That was a weird zip because like any good bottle, you can't see it maybe. Can you not? Yeah, a piece of the bottle broke off when I removed the cap. That was happening. Then this just happened. Like I was getting my favorite dish and all. I was like writing for 4 or 5 hours, correcting text, inserting text into pictures, inserting pictures, formatting stuff. Shit you do as an audio engineer. But hey, these are the guidelines of the school. Very, very interesting, man. It's kind of hit or miss with taking the zip from this bottle. Either I cut my lips open, and a blood gushes out, or I might be able have to be very careful about that. Right? If I don't apply too much pressure, it kind of works. Holy shit, man. Now the funny thing is, at 10 p.m. around here, it's fucking quiet. But nobody has like their radiators on and whatnot. So at like we're getting to the 11 p.m. mark. It's way quieter at 11 p.m. And yeah, I don't know. I managed to finish 1/3 of this writing shit, or 1/4. Now 2 or 3 might be missing in order to finish all this writing bullshit, in order to progress. Yeah, so I kind of got that shit almost over. Now, only thing left for me is like giving references and samples and what made me write the shit I wrote, like Catch in the Rye, for example. And I wanted to start off this video with 4 notes in my head. Like the first note is Kendra Lust, Veronica Avlov, Ava Adams, Francesca Le. Just random names. Don't look them up. That's what came to my mind. That is what came to my mind. Yeah. Next thing is like, fuck man, all this foam everywhere. Oh, that should be enough. Next thing is like, the problem that all the boomers don't understand is, when you're young, time behaves. Like, time recognizes how young you are or how old you are. And when you're very young, you act like a very old, demented person. You're doing shit, you don't even know why you're doing it. doing stuff, you don't even recognize the consequences of it. You waste a lot of time in your early years and in your last years. The most productive time is in your adolescence. And problem is, this boomer, he's stealing literally my fucking time in my adolescence years. This hurts the most, because this is time I cannot get back at any cost, basically. That's the first thing that popped up my mind. I think I'm taking the long route today, because fuck it. It's Thursday, it's freezing. I don't want to be outside on the field. Will be very loud, because everyone put on a street and cleared up the streets of snow. But these waves I'm taking, very dark, full of snow and ice. It's getting very loud, y'all. Just warning you right now. So I love this fact about beer. Doesn't matter how much you drink of it. Like, if there's one drop left and you shake it well enough, everything comes out. Fucking everything. Now, there should be enough. Okay, well, what was I? Yeah. Boomers stealing your time. Also, boomers and their money. Same applies with young people accessing a lot of money. Like, I had people, I knew buddies, at the end of the month they earned like 4 figures, like let's say 5,000 euro, you know, and I earned like 1.1.5, 1.6, and somehow they managed at the end of the month to keep as much as I do. Like, how do you manage that shit? Oh yeah, by the way, it's getting also darker and colder, so I have to kind of hold this beer in my hand like this and the cam, and then I have to switch over, otherwise I will lose my fucking fingers. Fuck man, I need proper gloves. Like seriously, this is also not very good for the smartphone battery, but hey, fuck it man, fuck it, shit. Fingers getting it as usual very stiff. Okay, so you got your boomers, or you got your buddies, the same age, spending the same amount of money. Like, can't you learn over the years? Like, if you earn like 2,000 euros a month, can't you put anything aside? Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then you say like, yeah, I don't need the money, so give it to me, man. Nah, that wouldn't be fair, you know. You gotta earn your money and whatnot. But you said you don't value your fucking money. Yeah. So there was that. Fuck, man, my fucking fingers. Shit. Yeah. So there's that. Then the other thing, I had like 2 somewhat funny jokes I wanted to make a video about, but now that I don't have the time's literally running out. I'm wasting it with this vlog. No, I'm not wasting, enjoying it. Sorry folks. Well, one of them is like, I got this hottie, this bottle of what is it? A rubber bottle, and it's filled with hot water. In England they call it a hottie, and like, this shit keeps you really warm at night. I really enjoy it. Very comfy as fuck. I even thought about like doing some serious pictures with me holding a hottie, you know. Fuck. Oh fuck. Almost sliding over. Can't you? Oh, there's like the full moon. I love this about these cameras. Looks always like fucking pitch dark black shit, but I actually can see like 200 or 300 meters. I can even see almost the next village, you know. I seriously need to get one of them night cams. Like, the time is ripe. This technology isn't that new anymore, but yet not every cam has it. Fuck, man, fucking fingers. Okay, so one is this Hottie, and like the company who made this Hottie, they're called Fashy. And like, I thought about like MTV or Viva 90s commercial, like the next music clip is brought to you by Fashy, the very first neo-fascist fashion magazine, a mixture of fashion and fascist, you know, like, get your fashy today, seek hell, something like that. This is just a joke, yo, Germany. Don't fucking sue me, man. I swear to fucking God, if you sue me, I get all my fucking lawyers. You get such a fucking big loan, I collect all the fucking lawyers of the world, and then I sue you back, Germany. Because, like, you kind of missed out on one immigrant, and then I say, yo, fuck that. Germany is now the Nazi, not I am. Because you guys missed out one immigrant, yo, and that makes you a Nazi by Germany standards. Fuck you. That's the first thing. Second thing is, yo, there is like this junction. I want to take a break there, or else I'll be a fucking stump. Like, you know, Shining. Here comes Johnny. That's me almost. Fuck, like in the end scene, you know, where he's full of ice. Looking like a fucking retard. Oh fuck, this really hurts, man. Fuck. Okay, let's run a little bit. Let's fucking run a little bit. Put the fucking bottle down for a minute. Fuck, I wish I could put down the smartphone as well. But there's seriously no table or whatnot. Oh, fucking, I also need to piss. My fucking nose is running. I feel like a fucking bitch, but that's how it is. That be how it is. Oh fuck yeah, something to put down, you know. Oh. Some sort of shitty wood bench thingy. I swear to God, if this shit glides down, I get so fucking angry. Does it look good? Yeah, somewhat. It looks somewhat. Oh, fuck, man. I swear to God, if the smartphone falls down, let's just put it here for a second, okay? Fuck. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, that was the first joke. I'm gonna get my hands warm, and then we keep on. Holy shit. Nice ambient sound. Wait. It wasn't too far, was it? Yeah, that was the first joke. Very funny, haha. Now the second one was like, carrots for €2. Total? Cents? €2. Holy shit. Okay. And the second one is like, I got my driver's license since yesterday for 2 years. Now I thought it would be kind of funny, because in Germany everything is like nitpicking and shit like that. I thought like 10 minutes before this fucking second year passes, like 10 minutes before midnight, before the second year, you have like a trial ship, you know. 2 years you're officially announced driving beginner, you know. Doesn't matter if you've driven once a car or if you've driven like every day for 8 hours. Like, only after 2 years this kind of trial is finished. Also, by legislation and laws and whatnot, you kind of get treated different. Like, for example, you can drink 1 or 2 beers and drive after those 2 years. Like mine, you know, like I did. And basically, I thought about zipping only 1 zip of beer and then getting in the car 10 minutes before these 2 years are reached, and driving like 1 meter forward and 1 meter backward, and then getting out of the car. And then, like, you know, the generic meme generator type, like, what is it, sunglasses come down, these 8-bit Minecraft sunglasses, and then like, la da 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 da, it's the motherfucking DRE Snoop Dogg, something like that along those lines. And I thought it would be kind of funny, you know, but as always, a lot of this stuff depends on actual rumbling of the mic if I edit this shit or not. And like post-editing, like video effects, like the fucking sunglasses and the song. The song is the easiest part, but all this other shit makes it way too professional. The problem about professional meme editing, this feels like, you know, a conglomerate business. Also, this is the same shit this boomer always tells me for like almost 15 months now. I'm living with him. This is the 15th month, the 15th and final month I'm living with this guy. He's like, he always tells me shit like, yo Merlin, after your college thingy, after your school thing, what are you about to do? Will you like become a professional music dude and whatnot? They say like, I don't know, man. Please don't talk with me about that. That is the biggest issue. Doesn't matter if you think you can sell your music or not. Never ever talk to anyone about your fucking arts. Like, people will nitpick on that shit. They'll become the artist and tell shit like, hey dude, how about you make a song like this? Or dude, how about you make a video like this? Aren't you a programmer? Same applies with programmers and politicians and whatnot. And like, dude, can't you make this program for me? Like, oh, if I were a programmer, I'd do this. Shit like that. Nobody wants to hear that. Either you learn that skill for yourself, or you fuck off with that, you know? I get it when people say like, if you're drunk, like me. No, I'm not really drunk, just pretending to be. Holy shit, nice. Fingers are finally warm again. Sounds almost like Warmageddon. You know, War, Armageddon. Okay, I think I can progress now. Nice. Finally. Okay, blood keeps flowing in these fucking fingers. This is a good sign. So, you guys can see the full moon, I suppose. Here's like the full moon. Like the shadow, this is my face. Holy shit. Also, a big problem with this cam is like, I made like eBay photos the other day. It was pitch black, these fucking photos. And I recognize this is because of the eBay app itself, but also of the cam. Like, the biggest minus of the smartphone is its cam. Funnily, you know, this is like the biggest I don't know. I wanted a router. I got my mobile router, so I can't complain about the pictures. But I want a mix of all trades, you know? I want a perfect smartphone. Now the problem is, when you put in a 4K resolution display and the 5000 milliamp hour battery, the problem with that is like, still, it'll drain your fucking battery like 2 seconds, man. So you can't get around that. I'm literally ice skating with my bare shoes on this ground. Imagine you drive with a car, man. Like, you might get stuck so fucking easy. Yeah. That was one thing I had in mind. The other thing is like, yeah. I thought about the 2 last years. I collected a lot of eBay shit to sell, but as a matter of fact, it ain't that much. I got like some big pieces and some small pieces, but in general, I don't have that much. Yeah, then the sun came over. The sun I'm moving in, not the planet, not the literal sun shining in your fucking face. Let's go, sun. Nah, yeah. And like, he's also not the best organized dude. Like, he came to me like, yo Merlin, can you create an Amazon account for me? I said, yeah, sure. This is like, man, I should feel like a tech geek wizard, but as a matter of fact, I think always about stuff like, all I ever did was opening fucking YouTube. And this is what made me special from all the other humans who can't open an Amazon account. Think about it, man. I ain't the smartest person. When I look at some programmers, some musicians, I really fucking stupid, because In the meantime, they already welded like 3 synthesizers on their own without a blueprint or anything. And in the meanwhile, I kind of stumble with the beginnings, you know. And makes you really wonder, man. And this is also the young generation. There's a general problem. Like nobody wants to learn. Everybody wants to use immediately. Like it has there's a certain reason why you should understand things. Because when you understand the whole process, you might think differently and act differently. If I just create you an account, nothing will be learned out of this. Like, is it that hard to create an account? I mean, when I was 14, I had no idea, I didn't understand anything. The basic shit I understood was like double left click is opening a folder and right click is opening properties on certain areas and aspects. But anything beyond that, like, yeah, didn't understand that. No, I can't remember the word. In German it's Verknüpfung, but in English it is. You know, listen to me. It is a different word. No, in English it is not a link. What was it? Shortcut. Nah, not shortcut. Like right click. New shortcut path. Like it's 1 kilobyte big. And it is basically a shortcut to the directory or a file path program. What do I know? And like, the moment you understand this shit, you should be able to register on a fucking site, man. What is up, yo? And like, also these other relatives. Like, I also have my common ground. The thing is, like, you can push yourself out, new boundaries, try new shit out. And I also try to do this in order to not get mentally fucked. But sometimes it's, you know, frustrating and you're shy and you're frightened about everything. But in at least couple of days, I feel quite certain I can fuck the world all over again if I wanted to. Now, this feeling about constant dread and this feeling about dominating everything, both of them are not reality as it is. Somewhere between that is reality. And the problem is, this is not just my mind speaking here, this is everyone's mind. And like, nobody can operate on the normal level. The moment you operate on the normal level, you know what you are? Fucking autist. Nobody likes them because like they're awkward and they're weird, they're telling the truth, and they take everything literal, you know. And why the fuck not? The best thing would be you would have kind of some sort of mental brain switch ability where you could switch about every mental state. Like let's say you come from a Christian household. Oh man, this is like a good sci-fi game. If you steal this idea, I wouldn't be even mad at you, you know? Like, you come out of a fucking Christian family and everyone's brain has the ability, you know, it has like a big switch in which you can switch like through various mental diseases or drugs or yeah, stuff like that, or a normal brain. Let's say tomorrow I'll try out to be an autist. The day after tomorrow, I'll be a heroin addict. And you know what? The day after that, I'll be a schizophrenic dude. The problem with being a schizophrenic dude would be nice in-game thingy, like you have to wait till your first personality that started this whole shit comes to appearance, so you're able to switch off the schizophrenic one. Maybe the schizophrenic one now it'll get like Inception meta. What if one of the schizophrenic personalities also activates this switch or implements another schizophrenic switch. And your main goal is to get like clues in order to shut down all these schizophrenic instances of your mind by going through very psychedelic, fucked up levels. I'm thinking here Limbo, Stanley's Parable, Soccer, like the 3 games I know basically. Yeah, and this should be like kind of implemented. Yeah. I also feel sometimes like when I listen to music, like I'm listening to Growling Mad Scientist right now. Like one of the dudes died of a rare blood cancer disease or whatnot. And in the beginning they did somewhat mediocre old school Goa trance, but then they developed to mediocre full-on psytrance. And now one of them dudes is dead, and VA appeared kind of, or a re-release of old tracks. And when I listen to stuff like that, I think like, is it just me, man? Why does music sound so boring? It's just, sometimes I feel like the chef from Ratatouille, you know? This really fucking bored chef. And then there is like this red mouse cook, aka 100 Gex for example, or Death Grips, every few years or so, and they fuck up your mind, like seriously, like, whoa, what is this shit, man? And this is what I want constantly, you know? It's like a constant high, like being on acid all the time, man. But with the good, you know, not the bad, the side effects, paranoia, whatnot, you know? Also the sweating, yeah. But, that it how be how it they be. I read a little bit about Ebonics the other day on Wikipedia. Like, these sentences, man. It may go be, you be so, for show mo, flow. Nah. Taking a route back here, but this is not the usual route. Or is it? Did I step one way too far? Oh, I don't know. I also, yesterday I tried out a basic experiment with Hexen. It's like German for, what is it? Chanting? Like a hexe, it's a witch, you know? And the hexe is the noun, you know? A witch. Eine Hexe, a witch. And in German it's like Hexen, it's the verb. It's like witching. Bewitching is an adjective in English. Anyway, it's a modular synthesizer program thingy. And I like to keep my mind kind of busy here and there trying it out, and it really is addictive, man. Like if you plug in your mouse on your smartphone and you click around that shit, making new connections, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. There's like a radio station plug-in, and there's like radio stations all over the world, and you get like this warning message, and I love this warning message. Treat this radio plug-in like any other radio plug-in you would in your own studio. I never thought about, like, I wrote with Raison d'être, like this Swedish, Norwegish, dark ambient industrial dude, Peter Anderson. Like, really cool dude, because how many artists do you know who respond? And anyway, I asked him about the radio samples he intermitted, you know? He said like, I don't know, man. I was just switching randomly radio stations, and this is what turned out. Don't take my word for it, you know? This is what I remember. Maybe I'm in some sort of Brazil acid trip, trapped forever, never able to get out of here again. And yeah, also Jazz Punk. I just remembered Jazz Punk. Great game. So these radio stations and this radio station plugin, treated like any other radio you would use in your studio because of copyright infringement and whatnot, and sampling and all that shit. And all that stuff that could make music great again, but doesn't, because today every fucking breath you take, is like covered by a lawyer, either on your side or on the opponent's side. So when you turn a knob, think about, should I add reverb 3% to this plugin? And then you see like alternated time shifting through the future, let's say 1 year. Like you see yourself in front of a jurisdiction, and the judge is like, guilty, and smashes the fucking hammer. Or should I like turn the reverb to 6%? And then you see like the same verdicts, law thing, but then it's like, yeah, nah, not guilty. This is his own work because 6% of a reverb plugin makes this an own unique track. But 3%, lo and behold.